EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. It's taken to the 26. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Gino. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 65 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
The kick by Carlson is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Middle. Report. Go. Right Nice shot. 180. Touch.
Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Loose inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. No, we changed it. 13. Yeah.
Jackson. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Smith completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
$180.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former defensive back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Geno now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson.
This is going to be a game, Ryan.
Take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Hey, middle. Report.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And some room to roll now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up Ozzy. Sit up. Out here. You. What are you? That's it.
Here's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing now is Gino. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Middle.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yo, we turned it.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, middle. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. On third down, Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson now. They still can't get it. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Jackson. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it, has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gino now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line crossing over out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
You at X. Middle. Go. Sit up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 66 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Smith going to move him around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Damn it. Good shit.
Shot right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here's 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Smith's going to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Smith. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And room there to work it inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here we go. 1st and goal.
There we go. 13 next, 13 next.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. One last throw here for Smith. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads